What's up, Samurai Assassins? Fat Samurai Guy here, and welcome to another episode of The Movie Dojo, where we discuss martial arts cinema and action films. Today in the dojo, I'm going to review Guyver, Dark Hero. Here's a quick plot synopsis. Sean Barker became the unwilling host to an alien bioarmor known as the Guyver. A year ago, he destroyed the Kronos Corporation, an organization of mutants called Zoanoids who want the Guyver. Now he is trying to find why the Guyver unit forces him to fight and kill evil. He is led to an archaeological site where scientists discover an ancient spacecraft. Now he must fight Kronos again before they discover the secrets of the Guyver's origin. Now I'm going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad, and I'm going to give you the badass. First up, the good. The first Guyver was released back in 1991 starring Mark Hamill. The film was based off of the popular manga and anime series called The Guyver Bio-Boosted Armor. The film only had a $3 million budget and was released, and over time it developed a small cult following. Now personally, I have never seen the entire film. I remember when it used to come on TV back in the day, I would catch parts of it. The only thing I remember was that really awesome, badass Guyver suit, and that for some reason Jimmy Walker was in the movie and he voiced one of the Zoanoids. And unfortunately, I never forgot this.
I'm going to make you crawl and gonna make you sing, cause I want that Guyvin' jivin' thing, boy.
Now I have always heard that there was a sequel to the first movie, but I just never gathered up enough interest to try to hunt down a copy and watch it until now. Now me being a huge Godzilla, Kaiju, and Ultraman fan, there was just something hilariously awesome about a bunch of guys in rubber suits kicking the shit out of each other. It brings me such joy! Now, 3 years later, Guyver Dark Hero was released in 1994, directed by Steve Wang. And I really have to applaud Steve Wang and the filmmakers for doing the best they could with practically nothing. But did they succeed in making an entertaining film? Let's find out. Now for the bad. Now, this film has a lot going against it. Number one, there is no recognizable actor like Mark Hamill or even Jeffrey Combs to star in this movie. Number two, this film is a live-action movie based off of a manga or anime series, and we know how bad usually that turns out. Number three, as low budget as the first film was, this one's even lower, only $1 million, and it shows. Put it this way, this movie is not going to win any Best Cinematography awards. The sets in the movie are not really that impressive, or the CGI effects. And the acting is very standard for an average low-budget B film, ranging from averagely bad, like for example our hero. Every time he's close or he's in contact with the alien ship, it kind of looks like the guy's having an orgasm. And it reminds me of something else. Too horrendously bad. Now, our main villain in the film, I can't remember his name right now, I'm just going to call him Bonk's Adventure. So when Bonk's Adventure shows up, as soon as you see him in the movie, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, there's the villain, there's the bad guy. Don't make your acting obvious or anything. I mean, the way the guy's looking the girl up and down and turning this way and just being shady about everything, I was like, oh, God, come on. Now, none of these issues bothered me per se because I kind of expected all of that going into the film. But these issues will stand out to those that don't really understand this type of genre. And now for the badass. So the plot is kind of average. You got uninteresting characters, you got a very stock synthesized soundtrack, and not really the greatest acting performances. So what's left? Action sequences. Now here is where the film really surprised me. The fight scenes completely blow away anything the first film had to offer. Hey! The film starts off with an opening action sequence where the Guyver takes on these gangsters and completely destroys them violently. I'm talking bone-breaking, neck-slicing, and throwing guys through car windows. One of the Zoanoids completely slices this guy's head in half and there's blood spurting all over the place. And when Guyver actually fights the Zoanoids, we actually get some pretty good martial art fight choreography with some impressive wire work, with Guyver doing all these cool flips and kicks spinning in the air. But I think my favorite Guyver finish was one of the Zoanoids jumps on his back, he flies back into a tree, blood starts squirting and coming out of the mouth of the Zoanoid. Guyver then whips out his awesome elbow blades, double stabs the Zoanoid behind him, then turns around and double slices his abdomen, and then the Zoanoid comes at him test of strength style, and they're going back and forth. Guyver completely destroys and breaks his fingers and hands, with blood squirting all over the place. And then after that, he turns around and does his laser blast and blows up the Zoanoid's eyeballs. And then he crushes his head. It's a thing of beauty. And also, for its really low budget, the Zoanoid animatronic creature effects were actually pretty well done. Obviously, some Zoanoids look better than others. I think my favorite was the one Bonk's Adventure ended up transforming into, because his Zoanoid form looked like a cross between the creature from the Black Lagoon and Predator. And then the movie transforms our villain into a Zoanoid / Guyver hybrid. And he looked awesome! And the end finale fight between both characters was fucking badass. And I think I lost my mind when Guyver's elbow blade shot out, and then the villain was like, well shit, I could do that and do it better. And all of a sudden he had these huge, gigantic elbow blades shoot out. I was like, fuck yeah! And they went blow for blow, blade for blade, baby. So overall, I highly recommend this movie for those that know exactly what they're getting into. And if you're not into this type of genre, it's perfectly fine, but just remember, with some films, the cheese is the charm. So for what it is and what it tried to accomplish, I give Guyver Dark Hero 4 out of 5 ninja stars. That's it for today's episode of The Movie Dojo. If you have seen Guyver Dark Hero, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another Steve Wang directed martial arts film, Drive, starring Mark Dacascos. See you next time.
I got my job. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.